Hey everybody, I hope you are well, I hope you are fine, I hope you are safe, I hope you're keeping healthy, and I hope you're staying at home. March has been a very interesting and dramatic year, month. Um, March has ended on an interesting note, sad, not due to the current happenings. Um, so I'm here just to do a quick overview of March, not just talk about the falls, but I just want to talk about a bit of one or two things about March. Um, so yeah, firstly, COVID-19, the coronavirus. March started here in Zambia. As much as we began March, we hadn't had a lot of corona scare or corona issues and so on. It was foreign to us. It was in the news. It was in BBC. It wasn't on ZNBC yet. But as the weeks went by, as we got to mid-month, it started getting closer. And so the first notice of a thing was arrivals. People stopped traveling around the globe. They reduced on their traveling around the globe, which affected arrivals in Zambia, especially tourism. When I was in Livingston in February, I was talking to some people in the tourism industry, and at that time, Italy had been hit really hard. That was at the time when Italy was really battling with it, and already airports were being very cautious. People were staying at home, and we didn't have arrivals into Livingston, into Zambia, started reducing. So that was the effects. By mid-March, we had very few arrivals. There were days where South Africa Airways from Joburg to Livingston would only come with a handful of people. Literally, the whole plane, 5 people, 4 people. It's a friend of mine who mentioned once as a day it came with 2 people into Livingston. And so that really affected us. Arrivals reducing means no tourists. And Zambia relies on mostly, is primarily foreign tourists. Local tourism is still growing, and March is not a time when Zambians travel anyway. So it was a really hard time. It's been a hard time for tourism in Zambia as it has been around the world. So COVID has really affected travel and tourism here in Zambia. I personally was unable to travel to Livingstone to do my monthly installments of the Victoria Falls, but I could have if I did go earlier in the month, but you know, overcome by circumstances. But here we are. That's been coronavirus. As of the end of March, March the 31st, 2020, Zambia had recorded 36 cases as at March 31st. So we hope it doesn't go way up there. We hope no deaths. These are just active cases. We hope they reduce. We hope it ends. And we hope in general this crisis, this pandemic can reduce in the world. So that's that about that. I've been home for the most of this past 2 weeks now. I haven't been to town. I haven't traveled. So yeah, it's been good. Nevertheless, so that's the first thing, coronavirus. The second is the Victoria Falls. So I've been doing monthly installments of the Victoria Falls to show you how it's been progressing. We've done January, we did February, but in March I'm here in Lusaka and not in Livingston. But gladly, somebody did record a video of the falls, a clip which I have, but it comes with bad news, sad news, not bad news, but you know, Victoria Falls has been closed. That sounds very awkward, but access to the Vic Falls has been closed due to the coronavirus again. It's the first time I think the falls has been closed in many, many years. I don't even know if I've ever heard of it ever having been closed. But there's no access to the falls as from the 30th, the 31st of March. So nobody can go until further notice to be open to the public. You hear it all in the video. So that's really sad news. Now, obviously, this may affect my April installment of 12 months at the Falls, because I do not know exactly. We do not know how the corona thing will develop here in Zambia by mid-month, maybe even end of April. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I can get a special request to do my own video or have somebody there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But that's sad news. The Falls has been closed. It shall be opened when the whole situation improves. And so I shall nevertheless give you a clip of the Falls as it was just towards the end of March. So we still have a March clip of the Falls. So you can enjoy that. Yeah, here it is, and I hope you enjoy it.
Due to the heavy heart, that's today, we announce the closure of the Victoria Falls gates. Now this is in line with the presidential directive and also following the WHO protocol of not encouraging social gatherings. We noticed in the last couple of days an increased number of local tourists coming to the Victoria Falls, and also noticed that a number of them obviously were not really abiding by the rules of having to keep social distancing. The NHCC, within its rights, consulted with the LTA to ensure that we shut the doors of the Victoria Falls for the next 14 days. Now this obviously will be subject to review within the NHCC as well as the LTA to see how best we could put measures that will allow our members of the public to be safe and kept free from this coronavirus. Now what you see, ladies and gentlemen, is the Victoria Falls. Today, the 30th of March. This site was only last seen 10 years ago. The water is pumping. The curtain is so full. The site is amazing. We hope that by Easter, this will be a different story. We hope that by the time we get to Easter, we should be able to have contained the virus and people should be able to come and view the Victoria Falls. For now, ladies and gentlemen, sad to say, the Victoria Falls is in lockdown.
Hey everybody, I'm the Kumba guy, and I do travel and tourism in Zambia, Africa, and eventually around the world. Please subscribe to my channel and enjoy my videos. Let's go!